So I am teaching an asynchronous class where I'm giving you a bunch of shit to do that you have to do. Finish it by Sunday at 5. If you don't get credit for it. The class is used for is like, let's talk about how to, like, let's talk more about the assignment. It's more one-on-one. I might take us outside more often than not because that's safer, or, if people are nervous about being in a room because it's more likely to spread there or whatever. So like, that's kind of, I don't know, my approach to it. And so like, that's what I'm hoping will happen with it. But we also are given this huge like plexiglass that's on wheels, which I don't understand. So like, okay, the room's pretty big, right? I can sit 6 students and myself, and there's tape off where we're supposed to sit. But then there's this huge, like, I mean, it's, I don't know, 10 feet tall, a plexiglass. Like, do I put that in front of my, or do I push that toward, like, the student in the back, do I push that towards, like, through the desks? I mean, there's going to be some good sitcoms that come out of this.
Yeah.
Like, do I push the plexiglass? Like, yes, you use the comma in the right spot. The student's like, I can't share it with you on my Google Docs. Like, do you have a printout? Yes, I do. Like, as if that's going to happen, but let's just pretend. And so, like, they had, like, can you come look at my comma? Like, am I going to push the plexiglass? I'm like, and like breathe on it. Like, yeah, that looks fine. Okay, great. Moving back. Like, I don't know how this is going to look.
That'd be badass if you could do like Iron Man, where it's like a bunch of screens.
Yeah.
Like,
that would be cool. I would be game for that if that's what was happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird setup. I don't know how to feel about the whole damn thing.
Yeah. Do you think this is going to be around for a while? What's your, like, I know we all got our political leanings, but what's your like personal like vibe? Like, is this just something we live with? Is this something that dies out in a couple of years or a year or whatever?
I don't know. I mean, there's a couple things. The fastest vaccine that's ever been done has been 4 years, but that was in 1950 something. So we have way more technology and like money and energy towards it. So like, I think a vaccine can be created probably, you would think. I mean, there's been billions of money, and over 164 companies or something are going after trying to make this. So a vaccine changes the game. So I think that would show up by next spring or summer, is my guess. Being the amount of energy and people and research and resources, meaning money, put towards it, I think a vaccine will show up, a legitimate one. The bigger question is, which has always been the question with vaccines, is how much you trust the vaccine, and so that will go hand in hand with how I think our election will go, because if you have in March a vaccine that's legitimate, that's good, if you have a leader like Trump, will people buy into the vaccine? Will they trust it because it's under the Trump leadership versus the Biden? I don't know.
That's interesting.
So I think that's going to factor in. It's going to depend on November a little bit on who gets elected. I think the leadership and who's overseeing. It depends on how that vaccine gets done. There's also the chance that the vaccine will go like normal vaccines and it will take more than a year or two or something, but that's hard to imagine with so much energy and money and science and research put towards it, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to imagine. I think it's going to be hard to say, but I think it's going to be, I don't know. I don't know when it's going to feel right to turn. Like, I can't wait for that day I can tear a mask off and go to a concert and just mosh pit and just lick the ground. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited for that moment. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I want to say next summer, but fuck, I don't know.
$1 million question.
I want to have a barbecue and I want to travel. Like, I want to have a party and I want to travel. And I want to go to a bar, a crowded bar, which I never said ever in my life, but I want to go to a crowded bar.
Yeah, I would love to sit at I want to go to, I hate clubs, but I'll go to a club. I don't care.
Give me something.
I'll order like 3 drinks and just be like, I'm here. I am next to other human beings. It's fine.
I'm human. I'm alive.
I won't catch COVID. I might catch something else. But
Heyo.
Just keep those thoughts. Keep those thoughts.
yeah.
The day will come.
I don't know. I mean, what do you guys feel the same? What do you think? I don't know.
Well, when this first hit, I was like, I watched the right-leaning news, I watched the left-leaning news, I do my own little research, and I'm like, there's a lot of just question marks, which makes sense. And then I was like, they keep saying this day. I don't know, remember, they would say, oh, this day we'll flatten the curve and we'll go out. And then I just said, this date keeps getting pushed back. I am not going to get excited about this ending until August. Well, we're here in August, and it looks like I need to extend my
August 15th.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know. I hope for the best, and I think it's going to be like this for a while. For my vibe,
I mean, and also like, damn, the winter season's coming. We're both living in states where the winter's not as intense, I guess, but like that's going to play a factor. I mean, I don't know. And there's also going to be this, like, do I have COVID or do I have the flu or whatever? I mean, fuck. I mean, there's all this stuff. It's hard. I don't know what the winter is going to be like, but it's going to be difficult, I think.
Yeah. I told I love doing jujitsu. Like, that's my therapy, and I haven't been able to do it. My girlfriend's a little more like worried about it than I am. I'm like, well, okay, August is here. It's time to take a risk and go live my life and not put other people at jeopardy, obviously. But it is like, I do think, like, man, going to jiu-jitsu, like, you're literally on top of people. That's the closest you could get. And that's like what the sport is. And I'm like, we have about once a month I check in with her, like, so what do you think about me going to jiu-jitsu every day? But I just need some type of activity or some type of normalism, I guess, to attach myself to.
Dude, the NBA bubble, dude, they're so successful at nobody having COVID. I think they get tested like every single day.
Okay.
And then if you come in, you have to quarantine. Nobody comes in, nobody goes out, and I think they've 100% success rate.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's interesting you bring that up. It's probably not financially possible, but like if universities or any organization followed the NBA model, I think would be set. Like the NBA also, have you heard about these like chirper devices they've had?
Haven't heard.
You have to wear them and you have to turn them on, but like if you put them on your body and you're within somebody who is within 10 feet or whatever, the 6 feet, if you're within after 10 seconds, it starts chirping and you have to move out of the radius. It's like all the media people who are in the bubble wear that shit, and then they wear it on the cameraman, they put it on the players. The players don't wear it, I don't think, when they're playing, obviously, but they're supposed to wear it when they like, I don't know, when they're not in the whatever, the stadium, wherever the hell they play. But like it's that, like, they have gone full out. The bus driver gets tested every day. So like the NBA is a model. I mean, I'm surprised the MLB is fun. Seems like they're going to get through it. Like they were kind of struggling, but now I guess they're fine.
Hey, they like it. Yeah, they've a lot of teams.
They're so far away from each other. You know? I don't know.
They're still getting it though for some reason.
Well, like the UFC, which was a fight tonight actually, but they've had some problems. They've been pretty successful, but some people like within the facility has like tested for COVID and shit.
Oh, really? Yeah. I mean, that's, I guess, easier because there's less people involved probably, but I'm wondering about football. Like, it's interesting to see the college football because they're not unified. Like, you got SEC, Alabama, where they are going to try to play. But Big Ten, you got huge teams there who are going to suspend the season. So
alone.
Huh?
Like the economy, like the financials for a big college game, happening.
I mean, dude, if UA Tuscaloosa cancels college football, they lose millions of dollars. Like the city loses millions of dollars. So like it's a tough decision. I understand that, but it's like,
wow. Well, not to mention, I mean, football's life down there, man. I mean, these kids growing up, that's their fullest ambition is to.
Right. And you get a game here. Like, I cannot see, I mean, even if they do not allow humans into the stadium, there's no way you're not going to have humans all around the stadium. It's insanity here on game day. Like I mean, I have seen 62-year-old men drink champagne from a bowl on the campus. It is insanity. There are people who bring their living rooms, like lazy boys. I'm not joking. Like with a big lever and a big flat screen and popcorn bowls on the goddamn campus, like quad in the grass, and they just like hook it up with big satellite thing. Like they are so like that will happen if. I mean, I don't know. So there's unless you want to pretend you're going to social distance. I doubt that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to play football. It'll be interesting to see how they handle that.
Well, and social distancing is impossible when alcohol is involved. Like everyone's going to group up. Like it's just.
I mean, people. And you're going to restrict drinking? I mean, the school or the city of Tuscaloosa said, "Oh, we're gonna so after 9 p.m. we're gonna restrict bars to 50%. Like bars can only be at 50% capacity." But in my mind, I'm like, okay, so between 11 and 9, so like that's when the virus doesn't work, or like,
right?
Big old line. I mean, those bars are still packed from I don't know, like 3 to 9. There's people drink at like 7 p.m.